Hello everyone, I actually wanted to make this a 3-part video because my phone cannot take up this much storage. This ended up being a 37-minute video. The first one was 27 minutes. There's no way it could hold that much storage on my phone. So this is going to be part 3 technically, but this is actually going to be part 2. So this will be the second video I upload about this on my channel. This is the true part 2 for building this. We'll start with this front section here where we can take this off. And there's a ton of these in the set, and you're just going to connect 2 pins here once we get there. And you can take both of those off. You're going to, on one of the sides, you're going to put 3 pins in like this, and like this to connect up here. This carrying handle can be changed if you'd like. It's definitely a little bit odd. And then underneath that, we have this section here, which will go like this right here. So you have that connection point there. You can honestly take those off. So there are almost every single one is plugged, and this is how that point is going to look on this side when you put it there. And then with this connection, this will connect here like this, like so. And here, this is the same as the instruction booklet. So you have the yellow piece rod that'll go all the way through. You have these gray pieces here and here. Then you have these other gray pieces that are have 2 holes there and 1 in the center, here and here. Then you have a red in the center. And then again, the yellow piece can just come out here, and then there's a gray one on the top facing inward. Next, we have the carrying handle section, and we can just take that off here. There are just 2 black rods and then a few different pieces here. There's a small Technic pin there. And then here, I'm dropping pieces. Here we are. Here is a black Technic pin with just one of the little hole pieces that just fill in the gaps. And then another one of the gray pieces. The Technic, this whole handle does not work, but at least you need the connection system. Again, another black rod, and then one of these and that black connection piece there. So next, we can take off this section. So we'll take off these pins that are on the side of this. And we can push this Technic pin outwards to disconnect that section from this. And we'll start here in this section underneath this whole thing. It's very similar to the instruction booklet. We just have this section which holds the handle in place. You can take that off, and it's just connected by a red pin with the 2 holes on the side. And we'll see that connects in a second. And there's just a few drinks on the table. We can connect the stop portion pretty simply. It's one of those. And then we have one of these, which has a hole in the center. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 long. And then we have another one of these on the other side that's 5 long. And then we just have some like pins that we need to take out. So there's one in the center there. There's one of these here. And this is this piece, which has 3 wide and 3 downwards. So we can just take that out. And there's also another pin in the center here. Oh, there we go. And then we have 2 of these, one on either side as well. And there's 2 more pins here and here that are just on the lower ones there. And then again, just like the instruction booklet, we have this little section here, which is just faced a different way. There's one of those, a 1x1 tile, and then 2 2x1s that are connected like that. And then again, that is the exact same thing on the opposite side right there. And then we have this section right here, which all you have to do is take off these white pieces here. And they're not connected or held in together by much at all. Just one of these sides. You can take it off. And there's 2 of the red Technic pins connecting to 2 of these pieces, which are connected from before. And then we just have this rod down in the center. So now we can just take it apart. We have a 1x4 brick with a 1x4 tile, 2 tiles that are 1x4 dark gray. Then we have 2 2x4 black ones. And then we have 2 of these sticker detailings. I would recommend the different ones. So I did the Star Destroyer on one side and TIE Fighters on the other side. And then in the center, I put 2 of the gray ones. And then for this section, I have 2 1x4s. And then the 2, I guess, not doors, but little crates that can hold stuff I just put in the wall, connected to a 2x4. Next, we have this little section here, which we can start by taking this off. And this is consisted of a 1x4 and a 1x3 connected like this. And the 1x3 is just stuck to that side over on the other side. connected to a 4x4 with the 2x2 hole in the center. Then we have the tall brick, which is just 2 bricks tall, I believe. Yeah, about 2 bricks tall, I'm pretty sure, with a 1x1 on top of it. And we can take this off as well. And this side there is 2 2x3s, sorry, instead of 1. And then over here, we have a grill piece. Then we have the same connection piece as before. And we're gonna get to there in a second, but we have a 2x4 here, a 1x4, and a 1x6 right here in the center. And then for this little section right here, we can flip it around and it's just a 2x3 with a 2x4 tile. Then we have a 2x4 with one of these and 2. And then we have, which is, I want to say this way, yup, we have a 2x2 tile with the stud on top and then a 1x2 tile with a stud on top as well. Next, this is the ground level of it. In this direction, we have a 2x3 that we can take off. We also have 2 more 2x3s in the center. So this just goes here all the way in, and same as this one that we can take off. And then in the back, we have another 1x6 piece, which can go off. And then in the back here, we have 2 black clips with a smaller one of these. This is not the large one. There's 2 different sizes. This is the smaller one that you're going to use with the 2 black clips on it. Next, we have a 1x1 here. There should be 1x1 here too, I'm pretty sure, but it's just not there at the moment. Next, we can go back. We can take this section off. This is what the underside looks like. So there's a 1x4 here, a 1x4 on the opposite side that connects them. And then this section has one of these bracket pieces, a 2x6, and 2 of them on that top. Then on the front, there's that there, and then the 2x6 brick is almost in the center. It's just one to the left, and those can go off. And lastly, there is a 1x4 brick there. And then you just have this section, which you just need to take a tile and take out. It's consisted of a few different bricks. If we can just take it out. So there is 2, again, of these black rods, one in the top and one at the bottom. We can take them out like so. And this is a 1x1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And on the underside, you're going to have these connected as well. Oh, I dropped it. That kind of just falls out now. And then on either side, it's going to look like this, where you're going to have that 1x3 black piece here, and then one of these, and then that. And that's just going to go on the inside of this, just like this, with this again in the center, just to give it a small middle, I guess. And you can take this off here, and then the 2 black clips there. For the last section, I'm going to go a little bit quick here. We have these 2 of these here, and with the grills on top of that, we have this little section here, which isn't connected by too much. Just one of these, and then these are connected very simply. There are 3 of the same pieces, and then just 2 of those in the front. And then we have these sections, which are this connection. You have those 2 on top. That's on the last. This is a 2 2x3, 1x3s, 1 1x2, a brick on top of that. It is the same on both sides, so we can take that off, and then in the back there are one of these connected to a 1x3 that is right here, and that's again same on the opposite side. And then below that is a 1x4 brick, and then a 1x1 to the right and left of that. And then we can take both these sections off, and we can see a 1x4 brick and a 1x3 tile and this slope piece there. And again, that is the same on both sides. Then in this back section, we just have some control panels. We just have one of the stickers there. We have 2 of these slope pieces here underneath, 2 of these bricks, and then a 1x4 on top of that. It's the exact same on the other side, except this one just doesn't have a tile. Next, we can take off both these control panels here and here, which just have tiles on them. And then we can go to the back section really. And then for this back section, we'll just start with the front here. And we'll just take it off section by section. So underneath, there are some tiles. Let me flip this around. There are some tiles here, which we'll take off. So there are, again, this same connection here and here, which will just go on the underside of this, like so. Nope, almost like so there. So there's a 1x2 gap, and we'll just take this section off one at a time. So this section occurs of just one of those. This is underneath is this. Those pieces, I can't remember what they're called, but the 6x3 slopes, and there's 2 of those, and a 1x6 tile plates, sorry, and then a 1x4, 2x4 there, sorry, I'm getting tired. Then there's one on the opposite side that is flipped. Then on the underside, there is a section which has a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 2x12 plates in a line. We can take all this section off. So if you just pull that off and pull that off, and underneath of this is this section here with these plates that we can take off. And this section occurs of a 1x4 and a 2x6 there. That'll just connect like that. And then we have one there, one there. Underneath that, we have another one of these very large ones. This is a 1x16, I believe. 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 16. And then underneath here, 2 of them. Sorry, there's only one of them, but it's underneath 2 of the studs. We have a 2x8 plate. Then right here in the center, we have a 6x3, 6, 9, 10. And then underneath here, we have another 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. Again, the exact same length as just 3 down, like so. And then here we have just this back section, which we can take off this, which just sits underneath here by that sits underneath there by 2. And there's 2 of these sections. And then this is just what the section looks like. It's fairly simple. We can take that off. That's what that looks like. And again, here is the other one, like right there. And then right here, we can take off a four of these. So this is the section right here, and that is what that looks like. There are 3 in total, not 4. And again, there's 3 studs difference on each side, and then there's 2x4 that just fits in that 3 gap. And it's just a fairly simple build like that, and flipped on the other side. And these 2x4s we can just remove. Then there is this large plate underneath here, which is the same one as before. And then in the center portion here that sat on is 3 2x6s. And there's another one underneath that and a 1x6 underneath that. And there's plates we can take off here and here. And these just sit like this on those plates like that. And then we can actually get to this back section. So this back section has just a few different areas. 1x4 there, a 4x4 here, then a 2x4 plate, a 1x2 plate underneath there that just sits like this, then a 4x4 plate on top of this, which includes a 1x4, 2 of these panel pieces here, a 2x4 light gray, a 1x4 gray, and then another 4x4 plate. And then here we have this piece, and there's 2 of them. And then right here we have these plates that we can take off here and here. There's brackets which have holes like this in the center of them, and there are 1 on either side. This one is a little bit different. That's just how the pieces fell off, more or less. And then in the back here, we can take off these, which is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 hole. Then a technical there that just places the other side. On top of that is a white stud. And on this, there are 2 technical holes there and there, which you'll have for later. And then underneath here, we have 2 of the 1x6s on top of each other, here and here. There are 2 of these. 2 of these. And then we can take off this section. So there's a 1x2 there. There are both of these here. And then we can take off these, which is the same as before. This is how the pins connect. There's also one more at the end here. And that is, again, the same on both sides. And then we have this top section right here, which includes this, which just sits 1 in front. So that is there, which you can take off. And underneath that are 2 of these. And underneath that is a 2x2 right here. Then we have 2 more of these. And then a 2x6, and that just sits all on top of this, which this is here. There's the pins there, and the pins go 1 at the end and 1 4 in. So like here and here, like that. And then we can just take a look at this back. And for this last section, the back, you can honestly do whatever you'd like to, but first we'll start here. We can peel this right off. That just sits in the center there. It's just two of these sections like this. There's two whole pins there, one there, two here. Sorry, I had to sneeze. And then there's just a one pin connection, so it'll spin like that, but it's fine once it's connected. And then the same pins on the opposite side, like so. And then on the top here, we'll spin it back around. There are this section, which is connected by 4. Both of these are the exact same piece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 long. Then there's a 1x6 here. And then underneath that, we have these sections, which can be here. It's just the 1x5s, and there are 3 of those. You can take off these for now. And then these sections here, and underneath there is the hinges, and those connect up to this section, which that has that on top of it. And then over here we have another 1x8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 on either side, and then a 1x6 in the center, and then another 1x8, and there are one on either side of this main section. And then here there was just one of these pieces like that. And then we can take both of these hinges off, like so. And not hinges, but just these bricks off, and they have the technicals in them. And then we can actually take these full sections off, and this is the build for them. You just have this under piece here, a 1x2, a 1x3 brick, and a 1x2 piece there. And it's flipped on the other side as well. And then we can take off this back section. So there is a 1x3 panel, a 2x4, and one on either side, like so. And then there's this panel here, which has a 1x3 underneath it, and that just sits on the 3, and same as this one. And then we can actually just take this whole section off. So it's a little bit tricky, but okay, there we go. So it's off, and that just sits on this back section here, right in front of these Technic pins. And that'll just sit here between these sections here. So this 1x3 should be going there, like this. Then we can just start taking the panels off. Here is a look at the underside of this if you need reference. There's 1x3 there, 1x3 there. And then this back section is pretty self-explanatory for here, here. And then there's 1x3 there, or I guess the 3x3. Here's 1x3, 1x3 there, a 3x3 there, and a 3x3 here. And then on this side, we have 2 of these panels right next to each other, which you can take off like that and like that. And on this side, there is a 4x8 panel. You still need this on because we're still working on this. And again, there's one on the opposite end as well. And then here there is a 2x12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, sorry, 14 long, not 12. And then for this back section, you can kind of just build it up however you'd like to. This is how I did it. I don't really like how I did it, so I recommend doing whatever you want. This is a 4x10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 4x10. And a 1x6 right here. There's one of these here with that on it, and that is on this side. And then you can just slowly take off the panels, and that's what I'm going to do here, so you can see what's on the underside of them. All these panels really don't matter. I recommend doing this section last, but just building it up. There's the 1x2. And more just trying to get the skeleton frame of this so you can see it. And that's kind of the skeleton. Hold on, we're almost there. And this is the end of the video, almost. So I'm sorry if this is a complete mess in any ways. I tried to make it as organized as possible. I'm not going to have people pay for it, but if you like, you can donate if this works. There's a 1x3 here. That just sits on this section right here. And you can take this whole section off. There's a 1x6 here, a 2x6 there, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 there with a 1x3 in the center, 4 wide. You can take that off. And then this whole section doesn't really connect well. So you have 4 of these that just connect like that, that, and that. There's nothing on those. And then there are 2 of these, one on either side. And then again, some in the center here, here. There's a 1x6, 1x6, a 2x4, a 2x3 panel, another one. And then we have a 1x6, a 1x4, another 1x4, and then a 1x6, and then a 1x12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Sorry, 14. I don't know how to count, apparently. And then for this last section, we just have a Technic pin there, and then there's just a few Technic pins here and here. So we can take off that center brick. This part has a 12 long, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, sorry. And then there's 3 in on each, 4 in technically. There's 2 Technic pins. And sitting on top of that, there is these, which we can take off. These are the longer ones. And then between there's a 1x6. If we can get it off. And though there's a 1x1 brick here with the hole in the center that are 3 in on these either side, on top of a 1x6. And then here for this last section, we have a 1x8, a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, I believe 10. So just a 10 long, one of these with one of the pins in the left. Then there is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 long on the other side with a pin on that end as well. There's a 10 piece there and a 6 piece there. I hope that was comprehensible, and I hope you can actually follow this tutorial. I'm just going to be posting these on my channel, but if you would like to donate, you may. These are very long videos, and if you actually have the time to do this, that would be cool. Just let me know how this goes in the comment section below. I'm going to be posting this as part 1. The second one will be part 2, even though I filmed this second. That's just how the order of this worked. I hope all of this made sense. I'm trying to condense this one down a little bit more because the last one I was barely even able to upload. Thank you so much for watching. And if you would like to donate, I'm going to be leaving that in my description of my Instagram, and then we can go from PayPal from there if that's okay. I'm just hoping to get a little bit to pay for this in the future so I can make more stuff like this. Thank you so much for watching this whole series, and goodbye.